Hi everyone, I'm a teacher in India, teaching in an Indian school from the past 2 years. And this video is going to be about my small moments of gratitude amidst all the challenges that this career throws at you. So, this video is going to have two parts. In the first part of the video, I'll be talking about my struggles being a young teacher in this career, and the next part is going to be about how I overcame those challenges and how I am a lot wiser as to how I was 2 years back. So let's begin. So the first and foremost challenge was to prove my worth being a young teacher. Uh, I have had all the degrees, all the qualifications. Still, when I entered this field, I had a completely new world in front of me, and I had to enter every step, uh, proving that I will not fumble. So I had to be extra careful every time. Whenever we think of a teacher, it generally rarely happens that we imagine a very young teacher. We generally imagine a woman in her middle age, or maybe a man in his middle age. These kind of image we form in our head when we listen to the word teacher. We rarely imagine a teacher being so young. So the student also, they're coming from their families. They've had siblings who are older to them, who might be in the college and in schools, and we to them appear similar to their siblings. So they kind of take us as their sisters and their brothers. They do not take us a lot of time as our teachers. So the initial struggle was to prove your worth, that okay, we are your teacher, we are here to educate you all. And sometimes what happens is initially you are not taken as seriously as your fellow teacher who have had more number of experience than you. And not only with the students, you also struggle to prove your worth with your colleagues who have had quite a lot of experience. So you are constantly proving your worth in front of them. Sometimes you might be working extra twice or thrice than your other fellow older teacher, but uh, the results, the outcomes are not as fruitful. And even sometimes you have created an impact, you have had good results, but that might take a back seat because you are young, right? You cannot be taken seriously all the time, you know. And also there is this clash of a young teacher versus old teacher a lot of times. There are very rare, very rarely it happens that we get so much maturity in the older people as well. Okay, so they they take you seriously. It rarely happens. A lot of time people do not want the opinion of a younger one to be taken the forward as the forward step. So this was a big challenge for me initially, and I think whoever is starting their career for the very first time, whoever is entering any field for the very first time, they might have to walk an extra mile. They might have to work extra hard to prove their worth, to prove that okay, they are equally as qualified as you. Their opinions, their ideas are as impactful as yours. The next struggle is your style of teaching. So this one is something that I'm still exploring. I am experimenting new ways of teaching every day. I am delivering my lectures in different ways to make it more effective and more impactful. But while I was doing my B.Ed, what used to happen was we used to make lesson plans, and while giving our practicals in front of the observer, we used to struggle a lot because what we were doing is we were, in our head, we were told that you had to, you know, plan your lesson and you have to deliver according to your lesson plan. So while during our observation, what I was doing is, I don't know about others. What I was doing was, I was, in my head remembering, okay, what I have written next, what I've written next. Okay, I have skipped this line, I have skipped this line. So there was this constant tussle of what I have written on the lesson plan and what I am delivering. But in the real teaching world, it is completely different. A lot of time, what you have made a lesson plan, it is just kind of a draft. You are, the moment you are there in the class, you are teaching completely different. You are adjusting your lessons, your tone, your style of teaching according to the needs of the children, the way children are reciprocating, the way children are taking those lectures. So planning a lesson is completely different and executing a lesson is completely different. This I got to know when I actually started teaching. So this is one thing. And regarding style of teaching, I'm still exploring. I am still adjusting my lesson. I'm still uh, making my lessons according to the needs of the children, how they are reciprocating, how they are understanding, what is their previous knowledge, and how they are understanding, whether they are in the mood, whether they are not in the mood. Okay, this method might be more effective, this method might not be more effective. Sometimes you have planned a lesson a certain way, but the execution does not go well. Then next day you're going to teach the same topic in a different kind of style, which you might not have expected, but the student take it very nicely. They understand it better. You have not have expected, okay, this way of teaching would be more effective, but that you come to know while you are there in the class. So I think, in my opinion, I'm still exploring my teaching style, and this will go a long way. The next was the urge to become the favorite teacher. So when we are young, we love being called the favorite teacher. I don't know about others, I don't know about you, but I used to obviously love being called a favorite teacher, although I have always set my boundaries with my students. I have been a little strict regarding, okay, this is your purpose. For this purpose, you're coming to school, you're coming to study, and I'm coming here to teach. And if this way, if your joke, whatever joke that you're cracking, and whatever thing that you're saying right now is relevant to the chat, to the topic that we are discussing right now, then only I will allow that joke to be taken up. Otherwise, I do not let those kind of conversation or those kind of things happen in my class. This is what I believe, sets the boundary, the tone of the class. Otherwise the class become really chaotic, the students again does not take you really seriously. So I have always set my boundaries in that way. I have had a difficult conversation with the students, I have said no a lot of times, I have not let the joke to go by as it is like that only. I have always set boundaries in that regard. But sometimes, there is this always urge to become the favorite teacher. I like to be called the favorite teacher. Sometimes there is this conversation, somebody is saying, oh, so and so is my favorite teacher because she never scolds in my class. I feel a little bad. Okay, I'm not the favorite teacher, but when the student says, okay, because she does not or because he does not scolds us, that's why we love them, then I know, okay, my reason, maybe I'm not being liked, but the reason that they are not liking me is beneficial for them. But when the students is saying, okay, I like this teacher because she teaches very effectively and she does not, take, bad things go around in the class, that's why we like her, then only I take, okay, okay, I might be doing something good, something which is impactful. The next struggle I have had in this field was working with colleagues whose experience equals my age. So this has been a biggest struggle with me. I still sometimes struggles with this thing because a lot of time there is this clash of ideas, there is this clash of mindset. They have had prejudice regarding this field. Okay, this is the way. things works. And in our time we used to this thing, we used to do this thing, we used to do this thing. Okay, this is how the thing should go, this is how the thing should follow, this is how this happens here. So this kind of mindset does sometimes does not let you grow, and sometimes does not give you the space to speak your word or to put forward your opinion. And I have had struggles initially also, and sometimes currently also, I struggle with these kinds of mindset a lot, because when the colleagues or the people that you're working with have these kinds of mindset, uh, sometimes they do not realize that in this way you are disrespecting the other person who might not have equal number of experience as yours, but who have the equal caliber and maybe more than yours. So this showcase their mindset and their prejudice regarding the other person, and the respect that they have for the other person. So sometimes it might come out demeaning and disrespecting towards whom the other teacher is doing such kind of things. Also, initially when I started, I was looking at these peoples as teachers and myself, obviously, because I was transitioning from a student to a teacher. So I was again very much scared around being these peoples, because they have had more number of experience. So I was all the time worried, not by worried about being come out. What if I make a mistake? What if I do this wrong? What if I make a mistake here? So this thing I have had struggled with a lot, and very rarely it happens that you come up with people who have such kind of maturity that they give you the space to grow. Very rarely it happens that the people around you or the colleagues that who are elder to you, who have had more number of experience, understand this fact that okay, you are also learning this thing, you are also new to this journey. They expect you not to make a mistake, although they are making mistakes all the time, even having so many years of experience, and they do not allow you to make a mistake. And even if you make a mistake, they could make a big deal out of it, which is not okay. They are also making mistake, and mistake are part of learning. And I, being a young teacher doing something for the very first time, am expected not to make a mistake. But the teacher who are already working there are maybe doing the things for the hundredth time, still they are making mistakes, though they have had done something for the hundredth time, still they are making mistake, and that becomes okay. But me doing something for the first time does not, and making mistake is made a big deal out of, which is sometimes it takes a toll on your head, and you try to question things, and then when you try to question those things, you are uh, tried to be shut down by them. So this makes you respecting them a little less. And when these kind of things happens and you go back home, you reflect on the things that have had happened in the day, then you realize that okay, maybe I'm respecting the wrong person, because respect should come both ways. Just because somebody is elder does not mean that they deserve the respect that they are getting. When these kind of things happens, you stop respecting the other person like you used to before, and slowly that respect turns into little bit of hatred. And maybe once or twice you might let go of something of this sort that has happened with you, but not all the time. And these kind of things you know starts to question that why are you respecting this person, just are you respecting this person just because they are senior to you, they are older to you, they have had more number of experience than you. And also this these kind of incident makes you realize just because somebody is older to you, somebody's had more number of experience, does not make them worthy of being respected. Respect should come from within, and when these kind of actions happens continuously, they themselves, you know, ask for not being respected. And this was all about this video. In the next video, I'll be talking about how I overcame these struggles and how I am a lot wiser than what I was 2 years before. Thank you for watching my video. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video.